Alright, I got a lot going on today, so we gotta get to it. I'm gonna talk about some stuff I'm thankful for, because today's Thanksgiving, and going to give you a little bit of history about Hermit DaVlog, and then we're gonna have a little call to action, because it's the season when we do things for other people. Alright, let's get to it. So today's Thanksgiving, and it might be an obvious topic, but thought I'd just talk about something I'm thankful for. Like, you know, it's pretty easy to actually think about things you're thankful for when you're fortunate like I am. What's a little bit trickier is trying to figure out, like, what am I thankful for today that a year ago I didn't have to be thankful for. And for me, that's you guys. That's the community that I'm a part of by doing moto vlogging. So thought I'd kind of tell y'all kind of how that came about, and what flipped the switch for me to make me want to do something like ride around on a motorcycle with a television studio on my head and talk to myself. So when Ned first came to me and said, "Hey man, I think you'd be pretty good as a moto vlogger," I told him no, I think that's a stupid idea. I didn't really get all these idiots that were riding around talking to themselves all the time on the tube views. Didn't seem like something that I really needed to be doing. And then after a little while, you know, I had watched moto vloggers, and I kept watching moto vloggers because just from an engineering perspective, I really like seeing what motorcycles can do. And I didn't care too much for the people though. They were just kind of a vehicle for me to watch motorcycles. So anyways, after a little while, I kind of warmed up to some of them personalities and thought, okay, you know, that seems like a cool dude. It'd be nice to know that person. And then what really flipped the switch for me was one of the drives to help Benjamin Brawley. And if y'all aren't familiar with who Benjamin Brawley is, he's a dude who has some special needs, and he's also part of the moto vlogging community. So he's a fan of a lot of moto vloggers, and he's trying to get a mobility van. And a lot of the moto vloggers for a while now have been trying to help him get that mobility van. So the first time I saw that, then it kind of clicked for me. It's like, oh, okay, this isn't just a bunch of idiots. These are people who have a common goal and have common values, and they're organizing to meet those common goals. And that's when I thought, well, you know what, maybe I should be a moto vlogger. I mean, basically what these guys are doing are riding motorcycles and helping people. I can't think of a better thing to do with my time than ride motorcycles and help people. So that's when I went back to Ned and said, all right, Ned, I'll jump on the moto vlogging bandwagon and give it a shot. And since I've done that, I've been welcomed into the dual sport moto vlogging community and made some good friends, and still making good friends. And it's really been a blessing. Probably wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for Ben. So that's what I'm thankful for today, that I didn't have this time last year. I'm thankful for Benjamin Brawley, and I'm thankful for all my friends and all the people in the community that I'm now part of. So while we're talking about Ben, since it is the giving season, let's throw up the URL to help Ben get that mobility van. And that's my call to action, is ask you all sometime this season during the holiday season, and while you're giving, give a little something to Ben. Get on over to that site and give him $5 or $10 or $20, whatever you can do, and see if we can get a little bit closer to making that happen. You know, another thing, have y'all ever looked at what those dang old mobility vans cost? I did. It cost more than a Corvette. I mean, really. You know why you don't see regular families running around in Corvettes? Because they can't afford them. Man, this motorcycle's getting squirrely. It's just kind of two-wheel drifting on me. Weird. You're probably watching this on Black Friday. At least that's when I'm hoping it'll get posted. And you're probably, you know, shopping for other folks or shopping for yourself. And I just want you to think, when you're spending that money, are you spending that money on somebody who really needs that? Or are you just spending that money on somebody who wants that? Not that there's anything wrong with that. I got no problem with you spending money on yourself. And I got no problem with you spending your money on yourself during the holiday seasons. I think that's fine. But, you know, hopefully at some point you think about sacrifice. That's the one thing that kind of bothers me about our culture right now is, you know, November and December sometimes seems like on a macro level it's a little bit more about gluttony than it is about sacrifice. I don't want to get all preachy about it, because if you want to spend money on yourself or your family for whatever, that's your business. But I know when I buy something for myself during this time of year, or buy something for somebody who really doesn't need it, I got that little voice in the back of my head that kind of calling me out. And that voice asked me, you know, are you spending your time and energy on money to sacrifice to help somebody, or are you doing something that's a little bit more gluttonous? And sometimes I feel a little guilty about that. So that's a lot of talk about wanting something. Let's talk about needing something. Think about what Pamela Raleigh has to go through to help Ben in and out of the automobile on a daily basis. I mean, I remember last month I was loading a kid into the back of a car in a car seat, and part of the extended family. It was like a 35-pound kid, and we're parked on the side of the road because we were in a mountain town that was built before there was cars, and there was traffic whipping by me, and it was cold and miserable, and the kid had a cold, and I was just thinking, man, this isn't even safe. You know, I could slip on the snow, I could drop this kid, I'd get hit by traffic coming by. There's just nothing good about this situation. And this is just like a 35-pound human being. Imagine what it is if you gotta load somebody who weighs 4 times that into a car. You know, you could hurt yourself, you could hurt them. Somebody could come along and hurt you by accident. It's a bad situation. It's just a mama deer taking care of her baby deer. You see, mamas taking care of their babies is a pretty natural thing. You know what's rough? When life gets in the way and makes it hard for you to take care of your babies. How would that make you feel? Well, sometimes that happens. It happens to some people. There's something you can do to help do something about it. So when you're spending money over the next 6 weeks, I'd just like you to consider that. Are you spending any of that money to help somebody with a need? To really help somebody get in a much better situation? Not just improve their quality of life, but make them safer. And if the answer to that is no, not really, and that makes you feel just a little bit guilty like it does me, let me help you out with that situation. Just go on over to Ben's website and donate 5, 10, 20 bucks. Then you're good. And if all that ain't enough, I know y'all saw this coming, but if all that ain't enough, let me help you with one more reason to help out Ben. What does Harry Reid, Kim Jong-un, Bill Cosby, and the Philadelphia Eagles all have in common? None of them have done anything to help out Ben this week, but Hermit DaVlog has. So if you want to be more like Hermit DaVlog and a lot less like them butt munchers, then what you ought to do is go down over there and help Ben. This right here is one of my favorite spots. I'll pull over and get me a picture. And maybe y'all could do me one other favor while you're doing that. Is when you leave that donation, there's an option there to leave a public comment. If you could just do something, just let me know you did that. You know, just put a little hashtag Hermit there, or a little sentence that says, I want to be like Hermit, or I don't want to be like the Philadelphia Eagles. Then that would give me an indicator as to whether or not making videos like this actually do any good. And what I'm really hoping, I know it's a long shot, but what I'm really hoping is that other motovloggers will see that it does do some good, and they'll make videos like this, and folks will make more donations and put shout outs to them motovloggers in the comment, and the whole thing will snowball. Never been a big fan of ice buckets, but snowballs I like. So if y'all could do that for me, I'd really appreciate it. Alright, I gotta get home and make a turkey. But thanks again everyone for letting me be part of this community, and thanks for helping out Ben if you do so, and I hope you all have a great Thanksgiving weekend. Alright, over and out. Wait, one more thing. I know I'm asking a lot this week, but there's one more thing. Share this video. Like, of all the videos I want shared, this is the one I want shared. So please, share the video. Help me help somebody out. Alright, Ned. Go ahead and roll the outro.